Okay, so we are ready to create this little rivet that's in the center of that pointer here. To do this, let's create a polygon pipe, and let's bring this in the center of this pointer here. To do this, just hit V and then middle mouse over that vertex here. So now let's go to the top view and let's scale that guy down. We want to move this guy up. And now let's go in and say, okay, X-ray to bring it to the size of that rivet in the background image. Yeah, like this here. Something about here. Okay, so now hit F to frame in on that. So if you hit 3, it's going to be very rounded. So let's go in and say we want to insert some edge loops. One here, one there. And now let's add in one here. And let's select this face and then shift select the next one to select the face ring or face loop. And let's delete that. And then go in and say, okay, select this edge ring here, this border edge, and go to mesh and say fill hole. And then with that face created, select that and go edit mesh and say poke face. Okay, so we got the little rivet. Let's hit 3. It's looking not too bad, but let's add in one split here. Check that out. Okay, that could be a little bit more rounded. So to do this, select this edge loop that we created earlier, move that down, hit 3, and to give it a little bit more rounded touch, so select this edge here, control right click, edge ring, utilities, edge ring and split, and move that up. Move that up even a little bit more. Yeah, okay. So I think I'm going with this one. Let me add in one split here. It looks like a little rivet. And now we want to scale this guy down and bring this right on top of that pointer. So okay, we got that done. Now let's say we want to create those little, I would call this little squared boxes here. This one, this one, this one, and so on. Let's create a polygon cube for that. And let's bring this somewhere here. Scale that guy down. And scale that, oopsie, let's scale this out. Let's go to the top view. Check that out. Scale this a little bit more. This one can intersect a little bit with those other pieces here. So let me select the main piece, hit 3 to smooth that out. So this should be, somewhere, could even be a little bit smaller. And let's check out the width. So let's scale that in. Something like this. And now let's add in a few edge loops. So if you hit 3, so it's not looking very good. So let's add in one edge loop here, one there, and finally let's add in a few. If you hit 4, let's go and select one of that edge here. Control right click, edge ring, utilities, edge ring and split. Set this to multi. And with that done, let's go to shaded mode, hit 3 to smooth, and let's scale that out. So with those two selected, scale those out a little bit. And we want to do the same on this side here. So let me hit 4, select this edge, control right click, edge ring utilities, edge ring and split. Again, set this to multi. Hit 5 to go to shaded mode. Scale that up. And now what we should see if we smooth that is a nice little box here. So on this one we are going to take and copy that over. So with that selected, let's bring the pivot of that cube to the center of this part here. So hit D, move that. Okay, again, hit D, move that, and then say V middle mouse over that center vertex here, and there you go. So we need those little boxes. So this is the first one, but we have to rotate that guy. So rotate that in Y. That should be a number like 30 degrees. Type that in. And now we say, okay, we want to copy that. So let's hit Ctrl D and rotate that to this point here and say it's 60 degrees. And let's do this again. So this time it should be 90 degrees. And so on and so forth. So the next one would be 150 if I'm right here. Yes, 150. And hit Ctrl D, duplicate that, 180. And again, 210. And again, this time should be something like 270. And again, hit Ctrl D. This is going to be 60 and negative 60 degrees. And once again, negative 30. Okay, so we got all those little boxes created. Before we copy those to the other two holes or parts here, we might want to add those numbers. But for now, let me just first tweak that pointer here. So this thing is a little bit too wide here, but that shouldn't be a problem to fix. So let's select those vertices here and then say, okay, hit Control, right click, and then say Grow Selection. And we want to do this one more time. So hit G. So you get all these other vertices selected from that part that is sticking out here. And let's scale that. So hit R to scale, and then hit Control and scale this in Y. And scale this down so that it's getting thinner. Okay, so now what we need to do is we have to bring those edges in again. So select this edge here and double click on this edge loop, and then take the move tool, so hit W and move that back here. So now let's check that out. So go to object mode and hit 3. Yeah, that's okay. I mean, okay, we got a little issue here, but for now that's okay. So just leave it like it is. Okay, so now we have some additional pieces created here. So I think I'm gonna pause the video for a second, and then we take care about those numbers. On this watch here, this is actually not a texture, this is kind of like a model or a piece, but that's easy to realize. But like I said before, let me pause the video for a second and see you in the next one.